little fanfare for you to celebrate. This is the final lesson for the final test of your theory course. We're going to talk about tonic triads. So we talked about harmony in the previous lesson when we have harmonic intervals, and now we're going to talk about triads. When you have more than two notes sounded simultaneously, we have a chord. Okay, anytime you have three or more, here are two notes, and if you add a third. Okay, when it's sort of built, especially when it's built like a snowman, like this, they're sort of stacked, that creates a chord. You can have a chord built on any note. Okay, you can have all kinds of different triads. Oh, sorry, different chords. When you have exactly three notes built on top of each other, just like this one, it's the most basic kind of chord called a triad. And I'm sure you can understand why it's called a triad, because it is a combination of three specific notes. All right. Now, when we're talking about it in terms of a scale, in terms of a key signature, take a look at what's happening in this example. We have a key signature of C major, which is nothing. You know that from before. Okay, C major has nothing. This is a triad built on top of the tonic note. As you can see, we're building this triad on the note C in the key of C major. Okay, so because we are building this triad on the tonic note, it is called a tonic triad. So that's how we know that it's called a tonic triad. It's built on the bottom note of the scale. So, using that knowledge, your task is to draw the key signatures and the tonic triads of these keys. So for this one, C major, really it'll look identical to this one. That's the easy one, all right? I'll do one of these with you. Let's go with the G major, for example, right here. Oops, sorry, right here, this guy here. We'll do this G major one together, and you can do the other ones on your own. So think back to a few lessons ago, or if you need to flip back a few pages, certainly do that. The key signature of G major, we need to have one sharp, and that sharp is on the F line. So the F sharp goes there. There's our key signature. And now we need to write the tonic triad. The tonic triad, remember, is that snowman built on the bottom note of the scale. Bottom note of the scale is, of course, the note G. So I'm going to make this note G here, and then B, and then D, because that's my snowman. If I start this triad on a line, my next notes will be on the next line and on the next line. So that's how that works. If my bottom note happened to be a space, then I would be on a space, and the next space, and the next space. All right? So you can finish that on your own. And then it tells you, so the next task, draw the tonic triad on top of the tonic note at the end of this melody. You'll see that we're in the key of C major. Go to the end, and you'll find that tonic note, that whole note C, right over here. And so all they want you to do is draw a tonic triad. So they give you the first note of the triad, you write the second and the middle note and the top note of that triad. Easy, easy stuff. So that's what a triad is. And it sounds like this. Those are the three notes, and played together. All right. It creates a lot of really interesting harmony. Now, labeling triads, they can be labeled in two basic ways. Chords can be named with either a capital letter, okay, above the chord, a chord symbol. If anyone plays guitar or has read guitar chords before, something like this would look very familiar. You would know to make the shape of a C chord on your guitar or on your ukulele or on whatever it is you play, okay? And when you do that, you are actually playing different combinations of these three pitches, C's, E's, and G's for a C chord. The other way to label a triad is to use a Roman numeral below the staff with the Roman numeral 1. Okay, that's an uppercase 1 in Roman numerals. Okay, it means the one chord of the key or the tonic triad. So whenever you have a Roman numeral below a bunch of notes with an uppercase 1, that means a triad built on the first note of the scale, the first note or the tonic note. Okay, also called a 1 chord. So these below are all going to be tonic triads. Okay, you have a key signature and you have a triad built on the first note of that scale or of that key. So it says to name these triads with chord symbols above. So right above the staff here, you're going to write the proper letter name. Is this a G chord? Is it a D chord? Is it an F chord? Is it a something else? You have to know by knowing what the root is and confirming it with the key signature. So this is a what chord, and a what letter name chord. Be aware, of course, of the clef you are in, because you're using treble and bass. And then finally at the bottom, name the chord at the end of this melody with a Roman numeral below and the chord symbol above. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is take a look at your key signature, know what key you are in, all right, and that'll help you determine what the name of this chord. Okay, because since this whole page just deals with tonic triads, triads built on the first note of the scale, here's your other clue right there. That's the name of that's the key we are in, the note on that second line. So above, you're going to write the letter name of the chord that it is, and below, you're going to write an uppercase 1, just like this, to show that this is the tonic triad, the triad built on the first note of the scale. That's it. That's the end of this lesson and the end of Unit 5. So congratulations. We're going to get cracking on studying for that final theory test before we get ready for the exam. All right? Take care. Have a good day. We'll talk to you next time.